Hello everyone, my name is Roya, and today I will be telling you all about the books that I plan to read in the month of May. And I'm not giving myself too ambitious of a TBR considering that it is the month that I'm going to Y'all West and Book Expo / BEA and all of that, and I don't know what books I'm gonna get there that I'm gonna want to read right away, so yeah, I don't even know. And I'm not gonna do a TBR jar challenge this month for that reason as well, so I'm going to wait until next month and just pick 2 out of the jar next month, especially since I didn't actually complete my challenge from this past month of a retelling. So for that one, I'm actually going to choose The Steep and Thorny Way by Kat Winters. So this was actually also going to end up being my last book for the OWL's readathon, because this was going to be the one that had cat on the cover, because it has the word cat in the author's name, even though there's no actual cat on this cover, and it's a historical fiction, and it has a symbol on the cover, because I'm just going to count these things in front of way as a symbol. But anyway, so today it is actually the 28th right now, and I think the readathon ends tomorrow, so technically I could still complete those challenges with this, but overall this is going to be my TBR jar challenge from last month of a retelling, because this is a retelling of Hamlet. Now, before I get to the rest of my TBR, I would like to point out that I am not going to talk about the books that I plan to read for the royalty readathon and the one readathon, because I already talked about those in different TBR videos. So, since they overlap, I'm mostly using the same books for both of those, but since I already talked about those in a video, I'm not going to talk about those here. But one book that I am reading for the one readathon that I am still going to be talking about in this video, because I'm going to read it during this month anyway, regardless of whether I get to it during that readathon or not, and that is The Fires of Heaven by Robert Jordan. This is our Watt-along read-along book for the month of May, because it is the 5th book in the Wheel of Time series. So the live show for this is going to be on the 3rd of June, the day after I get back from Book Expo at 10 in the morning. So if you would like to join us for that, I will leave a link to Jade's channel and the Goodreads group down below, and that live show will be here on my channel. Then I have a buddy read that I hope we get to this month, because we didn't actually do it last month. Heather and I, from the channel Heather Reset, and I are reading Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and we wanted to do it last month, but we ended up pushing it to this month instead, so hopefully we will get to it this month. And then one more book that I hope to finish, and this will probably be the first thing that I start reading in the month of May, with the hope of finishing it before Y'all West, is Timeless by Alexandra Monier. So I am getting to be a huge fan of this author, despite having never actually read her books, because she seems like an awesome person. She's Iranian like me. She writes songs about her books, which is what I have done before and hope to continue to do later on. But anyway, and if you haven't seen the songs that she's recorded about her books, I will leave a link to a couple of them down below, because they're pretty badass. Like, she's a really, really good singer and musician and everything, and songwriter, presumably, and yeah, so I'm pretty amazed. And at Y'all West, she will be part of a panel that I'm so excited about writing music and writing about music. Next, I do actually have some arcs that are e-arcs that I would like to talk about. So one was sent to me by an author, one was sent to me by a publisher, and a couple of other ones are from NetGalley, and I don't think I'm going to necessarily get to all of these this month, especially the NetGalley arcs, as I can only read NetGalley arcs on my phone and not my Kindle for some reason. I've never been able to figure out what the issue is with that. But the one that I'm currently in the middle of is Whisper of the Tide by Sarah Tolkster, and that is the sequel to Song of the Current, which I really liked, and I didn't love it It wasn't like blow me away kind of book, but it was really good and very interesting and very different and unique. And so I'm already about a third of the way into Whisper of the Tide, and it is a very good book still. So hopefully I will finish it this month because it comes out on June 5th, I think. The next one I plan to get to, if I finish that one, is Song of Blood and Stone, which, not to be confused with Isle of Blood and Stone, because I think a lot of YA titles sounding very similar lately. But anyway, I have heard some good things about this book and some bad things as well. Like I've heard some very mixed reviews, but this book comes out really soon, and I don't think that I will be able, like I think it comes out like by the time this video goes up even. So I don't think I'm gonna get to it before release day, but I was able to get it on NetGalley like just a couple of days ago, so I hope to read it. So then I have another couple of e-arcs as well that were actually sent to me. So one was sent to me by the author, and that is Malhar by Ambika Opal, and she basically reached out to me on Instagram actually because she saw that I posted about books, and she was like, hey, can I send you my poetry collection? And I said sure. Then I also got an e-arc of Black Violet from the publisher Accent Press. And this is a crime novel, and if you don't know this about me, my second favorite genre to fantasy and sci-fi is actually crime novels, and my favorite genre is Raymond Chandler, and I actually love crime novels so much, and I have not actually read one basically the entire time I've been on BookTube, basically the whole 3 years that I've been on BookTube, just because I read so many that I got really burnt out on them. So this seems like a very good excuse to read one. So these are the books that I hope to get to this month, as well as those ebooks, but I'm not really sure how many of those ebooks I'll actually get to. But anyway, let me know if you've read any of these, have thoughts on them, etc., etc., and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!